Hey everybody, Crypto Mentor 99, how you doing? It is the morning of March the 6th, 2018. I have the honor and privilege of having Nathan Worsley from LocalCoinSwap. Nathan serves as a Chief Technical Officer, and for those of you that follow my channel, a week, maybe 10 days ago, I interviewed Tom Underwood from LocalCoinSwap, who's the Chief Financial Officer. And I say this jokingly, Tom had such a good time. He's like, hey, let me tell Nathan about you, and you could get him on it, ask him all the hard questions. So Nathan, yeah, thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's so fun. I tell everybody on my channel every day when I do videos, I'm living the dream of talking to young, smart people like you about these ICOs. And, today we're going to talk about crypto shares. So we talked a little bit into the pre-interview. So if someone's sitting at home, whether it's a housewife, whether it's a beginner investor, answer this question three ways. From a beginner's point of view, from a medium investor point of view, and from an experienced point of view. Like, just tell us in, again, you're a smart guy, regular language, what's LocalCoinSwap and why do I need crypto shares?
So, to an absolute beginner, I would probably say that we're providing a safe, an easy, and a convenient way to get involved in the market. So at the moment, if you just want to get involved in the market and buy anything other than a lot of the most mainstream currencies, you're going to find that it can be quite a convoluted and difficult process. Like, if you want some kind of obscure cryptocurrency that's not among the 10 largest, you often have to buy one of the largest cryptocurrencies first. This will often involve wiring your money overseas, submitting pictures of your passport, or going through a lengthy verification process. So we're trying to break that barrier down and make it so that you can directly into the market wherever you are and buy these cryptocurrencies directly, peer-to-peer, using any kind of payment method that's available within your country. So we're really taking down the barriers that exist at the moment for getting into the market. But I think it's important to note that there's kind of two facets to answer this question. So first of all, you have what we're doing on the platform itself, like the actual platform that we're providing. And secondly, you have what we're doing with the crypto shares, which, although it's sort of separate to the platform, it's not distinct in that they're very interrelated to each other. So the platform itself provides a very accessible way for people to enter the market, but the crypto share also creates a way for people to get involved in actually owning and participating in the running of an exchange themselves. So at the moment, that's also something that people don't really have any access to. You see some of the top exchanges on the market at the moment, and their daily turnover can occasionally be higher than $1 billion. These are immense amounts of money that's being traded. And there's absolutely no way at the moment that anyone can really share in that success. If you want to invest in an exchange, you just don't really have any options at the moment. And if you want to take part in running an exchange, you don't have any options either. So what we're trying to do is break down that monopoly model with the crypto shares and deliver not just the profits of the exchange back into the hands of the community, but also the decision-making process. So I think, it's a very convoluted way to answer your question, but I think it's important to touch on those two distinct facets of what we're doing.
Okay, so again, in real life, I'm a simple guy. I ask simple questions. So you and the team wanted to take down those barriers. Why did you want to give, what would be the advantage other than, I know what the advantage is of having part ownership, in the exchange. Why would you want to do that for me and the 8 billion people, on the planet? Why would you want to do that?
Why would I personally want to do that? I guess one thing that has always kind of annoyed me during my studies, because I actually studied economics at uni, and one of the things that always kind of irritated me was the damage that monopolies do to the wider economy. And I see it in so many ways, in so many places in the world, that there's just so much damage caused by so much centralization of money and power. And when I first got introduced to cryptocurrency, one of the things that most appealed to me about it was the idea of decentralization, the idea that everything would be distributed and shared, and there wouldn't be any kind of like central facet of power or money. But then when I saw the way that the market started to develop, it kind of made me a little bit sad in that I realized that some of the worst elements of traditional finance were actually like still present in cryptocurrency. So these monopolies had just entered the cryptocurrency market from the mainstream market. So I think one of the things that I'm really passionate about trying to do is to try and break that down and to try and kind of show that there is an alternative for running a business within this sphere. So I think, like, personally, that's why I want to build LocalCoinSwap.
Okay. Well, people laugh at me when I show different white papers, and whenever I have someone on, like Tom or you, Nathan, I mean, I really do, again, because my background, I just like to research things, and yeah, I thought it was, again, I'm just being totally honest, I thought it was a really well put together white paper, you know, and one of the things, and I asked Tom, and we just kind of talked about it a little bit, and it's on page 4, this whole idea about sharing the profits, you know, so, which I think is not because we benefit, right, but it's just, yeah, it's just like you said, these giant monopolies, it's kind of like, you know, the main guys are at the top, and the people that are actually participating are not the ones losing out, but they're not benefiting because there's so much inefficiencies like in the system. So
Yeah.
what would that look like, again, for the common man? What would that look like sharing profits, if you will, on LocalCoinSwap? Like what do I need to do to like jump on board and participate in that?
Well, I guess we were looking at like different ways that we could really share the profits, and the way that we could do it with some kind of decentralized contract system. And I guess we faced a little bit of a technical challenge at first because we were looking at like ways to distribute the profits and actually send them to people. And like, I mean, currently our token exists on one network, but we're trying to pay people from quite a variety of cryptocurrencies. So this was a kind of like a bit of a technical issue that we faced. And we actually used the crypto share to solve that issue.
Wow.
So the crypto share actually like we use to facilitate the distribution of dividend tokens, which is a token that's distributed one-to-one to every holder of a crypto share. So the great thing about a dividend token is we can actually use it to facilitate the distribution of any type of cryptocurrency, even outside of the Ethereum network, which the crypto share is a token of.
Okay.
So I guess I'm not sure how technical you want me to get with this, but
No, keep on going. Yeah, that's good.
When you have the dividend token, you can actually use it to sign a contract. So you can actually use it to basically send a message to a decentralized contract. So how we've set it up is that you can actually sign a message with your wallet addresses for all of the currencies that you're entitled to and broadcast it to the decentralized contract, which can then pay you out your dividends outside of the Ethereum network. So it is like the idea of how it works is a little technically complex, but we are actually going to simplify it quite a bit by building a dashboard system into our website to make it a lot easier for the end user to actually use this process. But like the raw code of how this works, we actually released a couple of days ago. So we felt that it was very important, just for kind of transparency, that in advance of any big public funding round, that we actually release the source code to how this was actually going to work. So if you go to our GitHub at the moment, you can actually check out how the entire system works, and you can audit it yourself, really. And yeah, if you have any questions or like anything about it, the staff are always on hand to kind of explain it to you how it works.
Yeah, well, in the pre-interview, we talked about this, and again, I'm not just trying to tell everybody how great you guys are in an artificial or fake manner, but I saw you guys. Well, I saw you guys. I saw the ICO of LocalCoinSwap. I don't know. Everything seems like a week ago to me, but it was obviously longer than a week ago. And I joined Telegram because you guys are obviously on there, and I think there was only 200 or 300 people on there. And this morning when I checked, it's like 18. What did I write down? 1,844. I mean, it's just exploding. It is.
Well, yeah, I think like a week in the ICO world is sort of like a year in the real world in a lot of ways. And it's kind of really crazy how fast these things can develop. But actually, it's kind of given me a lot of excitement just to see that the idea has actually resonated with so many people. Because this is something that we've thought really deeply about. Like when the white paper took quite a long time to write, and basically everyone in the team contributed to it. And as we went over it and wrote it, we had a lot of time to really hone the idea and ask ourselves exactly like what we wanted to do and how we were going to do it. And until you actually kind of start engaging with the community, you don't really have any feedback on how it's going to be received. So when we first started getting those people involved, like in our Telegram and on our social media, and we saw that other people were excited about it, it was really exciting for us as well, because it was showing that something that we'd worked so hard for so long for was actually being appreciated, and other people were getting excited about it. So yeah, it's kind of like the way that things have been developing has actually been building a lot of excitement for all of us.
Okay, well, answer this for me, and I'll give you a little bit of background why I'm asking this. So, I have a regular life, a regular job, and I do these videos, and I love them, and, all of our 3 children are adults now. They live here in town. So I have a little more time on my hand than the average 30 or 40 or 50-year-old, even though I'm not retired. So I do these YouTube videos, and again, I'm living the dream. And then one of my subscribers said, well, Crypto Mentor 99, why don't you join Twitter? And a little part of me is like, well, yeah, that's probably a good thing to do. And I love doing it, but it does take a little more time out of my day. Not a whole lot, but now I've got YouTube, and I'm on, following you guys and others on Telegram, and I only have so many hours like in the day. So what would you say to the housewife, the 30-year-old guy that's, working a job, or the retired guy, if instead of saying, hey, we're on all the social media platforms, which one or two would you like to see, again, the common person maybe follow you guys on?
I think Telegram is really kind of the hub of where everyone is, just because it's such an easy way for us all to share information with our community. So I'd say if there's only one platform to get involved in, kind of with crypto in general, actually, it's probably Telegram.
Okay.
Telegram in the last 6 months has really kind of blown up as a place to be for crypto. And I think it's a really great platform, actually. And I've been very, very insistent that like everyone on this team is very approachable and has an account on Telegram, because I really want that to be somewhere where all of us can be reached.
Well, I know, and again, it sounds kind of phony, but I'm being totally honest. Whenever I'm on there and really someone asks a question, I mean, within sometimes 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, I mean, you guys have an answer for them.
We've actually had people kind of comment on that, like, don't you guys sleep? Well, why are you guys working every day? But, we do make ourselves available. Like, whenever we're away, we are available on Telegram. So, we will answer all questions there.
Yeah, and I've been on other channels, which I won't mention their names, and, it's like 2 days, and, like a guy's writing, hello, is anybody there? Like, is anybody, So let's kind of change direction a little bit. And I'm always fascinated by this, and whether I meet somebody like on the street, or I just love hearing people's stories, So how in the world did a young, handsome guy by the name of Nathan Worsley one day wake up and go, hey, I'm kind of interested in cryptocurrencies? And then how did that morph into, hey, let's do something with LocalCoinSwap? Like, what was going on, like, in your mind, Nathan?
Actually, it was in 2011 when I first got involved in cryptocurrency. I felt quite ill. I was going through a little bit of a difficult period in my life, and I was very sick at the time. And as part of that, I was bedridden.
Oh.
So I had to spend a couple of months just in bed. I basically couldn't leave the bed because I was quite ill. And it was during that I spent a lot of time on the internet, actually. So I was just kind of reading and reading and reading. It was during that period of my life that I discovered the white paper by Satoshi Nakamoto.
Really?
Bitcoin electronic cash system. And yeah, it was absolutely phenomenal. I hadn't actually started studying economics at that point, but I'd had a little kind of, I'd been interested in economics for a few years, and it just really resonated with me. I think it wasn't as it was a bit of a technical white. It wasn't at all like a lot of the white papers that are written these days. It wasn't really like a business plan or anything like that. But it was a very inspirational document to read. And it was a few weeks later that I kind of really just pulled the trigger, and I put actually everything I had into Bitcoin at the time. It wasn't a lot of money back then.
Sure.
But yeah, I just really kind of went at it. And I became a bit of an evangelist for a while after that. I was just kind of telling everyone that I knew, you've really got to get involved in this. And I was dismissed a lot at the time, but now it seems that it's more people like, who are evangelizing to me these days.
And then how did that interest, that passion, like kind of tell us, like how did kind of for lack of a better word, the LocalCoinSwap team kind of all like gel together, sort of?
So for quite a number of years after I'd first got into cryptocurrency, I was working as an algorithmic trader. So I was actually programming algorithms to trade cryptocurrency on my behalf. And it was after a couple of years of doing that it just became a lot more difficult and a lot less profitable to do so, because there was a lot of bigger players coming into the market. There was a lot more liquidity in the market, and it was a lot more challenging to kind of find those opportunities where I could actually, make the algorithms work. But I kind of realized at that point that I'd been a market taker, like I'd just kind of been taking the market for the whole period that I'd been into cryptocurrency, and that rather than doing that, I wanted to actually build something. So it was, this was a while before we came up with the idea for LocalCoinSwap, but I had for a while been looking at a way that I could be a market maker, and I could build something and provide some kind of service rather than just kind of trying to trade on exchanges. So yeah, I think it was a little while after that I first had the idea to actually build an exchange. So I think I just kind of started programming it right away, and it was a couple of months actually where I was just kind of on my computer every day trying to build it. And then my brother and Tom were the first people to get involved. They really kind of believed in the idea and invested in me actually, and we kind of started this thing together. But since then, the team's grown to quite a lot. Actually, we've had quite a few more people come on board. So yeah, the team has grown slowly but steadily, and I feel that everyone in the team has kind of brought something unique to the table and contributed in their own way.
Okay, if there's someone not like me that's not a computer person, but are there any? Again, we didn't talk about this in the pre-interview, but I'm just thinking about this now. Are you looking, I'm not saying are you hiring, but is there like in your mind like a position or a space or a skill set from someone that maybe you're looking for that you want to talk about? Or are you happy with the team at the present and you're not really looking, again, not so much to hire, but is there a need in the team that we didn't talk about in the pre-interview that maybe you're like, hey, I need a developer, is there any?
Well, the team is definitely going to grow. Like it's been growing. It's had to grow quite a lot to get to the point that we're at. And after this ICO is over, it's going to have to grow a fair bit more, and probably even more so once we're actually live on the platform. So this team is kind of constantly growing.
Okay.
But I think it's one of those things where you can't do everything by yourself. Like I think I have some kind of skills that I'm relatively proficient at, but then there's a lot of things I'm obviously lacking as well. So you really kind of actually need that team so that you can get the best of everyone's skill sets. Like there's no one out there who can do everything. So you've really got to get all of the strengths from different people, if that makes sense.
Sure. So we'll kind of wind down a little bit. So tell us about the ICO, and again, someone looking at the video going, hey, I want to participate. Like, what would you tell them, and where would you tell them to go?
I'd say get involved. Like just join our Telegram, ping us anywhere that we're on social media, chat to us anytime. Our first round starts, our pre-sale round starts on the 15th of March, so that'll be the first opportunity that people have to get involved in the public funding round. But I mean, we're going to be around for a while, so you have plenty of opportunities to participate. But I guess, if you want to get involved, the first point of call would definitely be Telegram. Come chat to us, ask us questions, ask us about the idea. And honestly, if you have a question that you think is like challenging or hostile or difficult, ask us. I welcome those kinds of questions, because if I answer a question that you thought was challenging, for every person that asked me that question, there's 10 people that had the same question, but they didn't ask. And those people they might leave and think that there's some kind of problem because they didn't ask that question. So I actually welcome people to come and just ask us whatever you want. Ask any issues or any problems or any questions that you have. Just come and chat to us, and we'll answer them for you. I think that's a really important facet of what we're doing, is to have that accountability to the community.
No, that's awesome, Nathan, and I really mean that. So one last question, then we'll kind of land the plane here. So is there anything that maybe I didn't ask you? I always end with the same question when I interview people. Is there anything that maybe I didn't ask you, or maybe you're just thinking now like, oh, there's one more thing that I want everybody to know, or have we covered everything, or you kind of have the last chance here to say whatever you want?
I guess I just wanted to emphasize that the focus of what we're doing is by the community and for the community. So, like, the people that are getting involved with LocalCoinSwap, they're not just kind of participants in the ICO, they're also people that we have to answer to in what they're doing, in what we're doing. Yeah. So I think I really want to emphasize to all the people who are getting involved in this that you actually have a say over things, and that, if you want something done different, or you have an idea that you think, might be a great idea, then you actually have the power to make that happen. So I think that's just the one thing I'd like to emphasize, that you actually have a say in how things are run with LocalCoinSwap, and you actually have a say in how we do things here. So yeah, feel free to participate.
No, that's awesome, Nathan. All right, everybody, Crypto Mentor 99, Nathan Worsley took time out of his day. We had this scheduled a couple days ago, and yeah, Nathan, you, Tom, the team, again, I said this in a pre-interview, I interview you young guys, and I feel like you're all my sons, So if you're ever in the United States, look me up. But everybody, I'm going to have Nathan's LocalCoinSwap information in the link below. Take a look at it, and let me know what you think. Nathan, thanks so much, and we'll be back in touch.
Thank you so much for your time, John. I really appreciate it.
All right, see you later. You bet. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.